Hey, thought I'd just give an update on all my tanks. I'm going to go ahead and start with my 75-gallon Lake Tanganyika tank. And just some little changes is I only have these two Lulupi since they're breeding in here. I've moved the other ones out, and I've moved all of my Julichromis malleri out of here as well, just to kind of give them a little bit more room. There was a lot of algae, so I'm bringing down the fish load. Hopefully my Ventralis will start breeding a little bit. I added some shells, and I've seen my Calvus looking at them, so hopefully they'll potentially breed in there too. And yeah, but this tank is doing well. Hopefully these guys, as they mature and they grow up a little more, the Calvus and the Ventralis, they'll start breeding for me. I feel like the conditions are well because the Lulupi are breeding. So yeah, let me move over to the other 36 gallons. Alright, so here's my 36-gallon bow front, and this used to have two angelfish breeding in here, but I've changed it up. I've moved into Lake Tanganyika tank. I got my Julichromis and I got some Lulupi in here. My goal is to get the Julichromis malleri to start breeding in here, and then maybe move everything else out, and then just pull babies out of here as they kind of grow up. So I've added, there's one Anubias, there's a lot of rocks, there's a cave back in there. There's some shells that I put in here too, and then another cave. And so hopefully these guys will do well. And if nothing else, I'll probably throw, if those Ventralis start breeding, I might put some of the babies in here for just grow out purposes. But right now, yeah, just kind of, they've been in here a little bit, not too long, maybe a week. So they're still getting used to it. And then over here is my other this is a 37-gallon tall, and I got my two angelfish that were our breeding pair, my marble and silver. And I was gonna put the other pair here, my black and white angels, but my black angel actually died on me, just I believe from just old age. I'm not sure what happened. So these are some rainbow fish fry that they're about 4 months old now, and they're looking pretty good. Hopefully, they're about an inch long. Ideally, I'll get them maybe another half-inch bigger, and then go sell them to a pet store. I might throw them into the 225 and just see how they do in there. But ideally, at the end of the day, I'm gonna hopefully have it to where, yeah, now it's just sectioned off with a sponge, and I'll have, this breeding pair here and then another breeding pair. That's my plan. So right now I'm just using it as a grow out because I only have one breeding pair in here right now. But yeah, so that's the goal with that tank. So here's my 225-gallon tank. I bought some young pearl scale platinums. I got my female back here too that was breeding with my large black male. So I'm hoping when these guys grow out, I got 4 of them now, maybe I'll get a pair from there, and then I'm growing out some of the blacks from the pair, and maybe I'll get the black laces to pair off, or maybe I'll get the marbles pair off. We'll kind of see. Everything in here seems to be going all right. I get a little bit of more black hair algae than I'd like on that, not sure why, but plants are doing pretty well. My Rotala is growing up pretty nice and tall. I like it. It was growing, it grows back here pretty well tall, but then I think with all the movement it seems to break off a lot when it gets taller. I think there's a little bit more current there, and just there's a lot of fish in here. The Boesemani hit it. So I got 3 male Boesemani in here right now, and maybe 5 or 6 females, and that's where I got those babies from. And then just a bunch of angelfish fry in here too, and the roseline sharks are doing well. They're all about the same size. They're schooling really well. They look good. Cardinals are doing well. Cherry barb's doing well. I got some little Cory cats in here. And I was telling, I had a longfin bristlenose plecos that breeded as well in here. Oh, there's that Boesemani showing really nice colors right now. So they look good. And then yeah, here's Fricata rainbow fish. right back there. And I got one threadfin. I had a couple more of them, but they were slowly passing away on me. I don't even know where he is right now, but they're pretty cool. Those smaller rainbows are neat, but I don't think I'm gonna get any more. Just for this size of tank, I like the Boesemani rainbow fish. I feel like they fill the tank better, and they're really pretty fish when they get their nice colors, the males. And they're beautiful. There's the threadfin right there. So yeah, this tank looks good. Plant's doing pretty well. Everything is growing in fairly nicely, so looks good. Haven't had issues with filters or anything like that, so just keeping it going. Alright, so, and then this has some angelfish fry growing out. Not the greatest to see, but there's some marbles, some golds, and silvers, and a couple blacks in there. And then there's some fry in here, angelfish fry. Hard to see in here too, you can see them kind of moving. These are my last batch from my silver marbles up there. And then over on this side, I've got my Lalupi fry that are in here, and you can kind of see them moving back there. So they're doing all right too. They're eating baby brine shrimp. That's not a very good. That's a better shot. But yeah, hopefully they'll start growing and get some more color. But they're looking pretty good. And then that's just my filter. It's 20 gallon for my 225 gallon tank. So looks good. All right, and then these are my last two tanks here. It's 30 gallon and a 20 gallon. We'll start with the 30 gallon. Hopefully you guys can see it, but I put some Boesemani rainbow fish in here, and with the Java moss. I had some more Java moss clumps in here, and they bred in here. And so you can see there's little guys swimming around up here, and those are Boesemani fry. They're maybe a week old. They're really small still. They're just eating green water right now. They're not even eating baby brine shrimp because they're a little bit too big. And then I went ahead and put my Plecostomus that laid eggs, the longfin albinos. He's in here. He's still guarding the eggs. They haven't hatched yet, so I figured I'd move them now before they, started to swim in that 225 gallon tank, because there's no way I'd ever get them out of there if they hatched in there. They do pretty well. It's hard to see the eggs in here, and there's no way unless I shine a light in there, which it's hard right now. So I'll just show you guys an update later. And then here's the 20 gallon, and I went ahead and I moved my Apistogramma in here, and I put a female in here as well. And I got some caves in here, and it's looking pretty good. And I got some rice fish. These are blue neon rice fish, and these are the two males. They're not really as blue, but we'll see. I added some peat to this tank, so that's why there's a lot of tannins in here, because I'm trying to get this. I really want my Apistogramma to breed, so we'll kind of see how this works out. This is an experiment. They've only been in here, oh gosh, a week too, so they're still trying to figure it all out and get accustomed to it. There's just a very little flow rate. Looks good so far though, but yeah, so hopefully I'll get some Apistogramma breeding in here, and these rice fish too. Maybe I've heard they're pretty easy to breed, and maybe I'll get a school of them, but I don't know. The main goal is the Apistogramma, because I think that is such a cool fish. Oh yeah, it's Apistogramma cockatooides. And he's just a cool looking fish. So, yep. Thanks for watching. Bye.